All right, guys, another big win for the Utah Jazz. It's a three-game win streak. The Utah Jazz defeat the Denver Nuggets. This is Hanson James, and this is the SLC Dunk post-game show. The Jazz are becoming very, very good, and it's exciting, guys. The three-game win streak for the Jazz is legit. We have just beat two legitimately good teams, the Denver Nuggets, who, in their defense, are missing Paul Millsap, and that's just a talent downgrade. When you go from Paul Millsap to Trey Lyles, that's just a talent downgrade, and it's hard to win when you lose talent. It's just the way it is. But the Jazz are down Rudy Gobert, the Jazz are down Joe Johnson, the Jazz are down Dante Exum, and Rodney Hood this game, and the Jazz found a way to win. It's exciting stuff to see the Jazz play so well together, to just be so offensively fluid and hitting shots. It's exciting stuff. So let's get started. What do we want to talk about tonight? Probably the best player on the floor for the entire game for both teams was Derrick Favors. Derrick Favors is just a beast right now. He has been playing so well at that center spot, starting as center and playing with a stretch four in Jonas Jerebko, who, by the way, has been a revelation these last few games. So the thing with Favors is he's just so good with space. He's looking like the old Favors we recognize. He is. He's scoring like 20 plus points per game. He's getting double doubles. He's just a beast on that pick and roll. He is so hard to guard. The thing that makes Derrick Favors so good in pick and roll is not only his ability to finish, but his hands are so good. So he just catches the ball and finishes at the rim. He makes it so much easier on the ball handler to get the assist. I mean, he was just getting assists for everybody on the team. And so it's just nice to see Derrick Favors. But not only that, but Derrick Favors' defense was so impressive. One of the things that you wonder about with Derrick Favors is, can he be that rim protector that we know that Rudy is? And he's been doing it. I mean, the Denver Nuggets went at him at multiple times, and he defended the rim really well. Is he Rudy Gobert? No, but nobody is. But tonight he looked darn near close to it. So it was exciting to see Derrick Favors play so strong. He was hitting his jumper, and he had the most exciting thing about Derrick Favors' play is he had 5 assists. So he was getting the ball within the offense, finding open shooters, and the shooters were hitting it. And so that was exciting to see. Derrick Favors is just showing himself to be so effective, so just a big part of the reason the Jazz are winning right now. And that's the big question, is eventually Rudy Gobert is going to come back. What do you do when Rudy Gobert comes back with Derrick Favors? I don't know what you do, because Derrick Favors and Rudy Gobert, when they start, it's two centers. And I think that's really what we've learned is Derrick Favors, Rudy Gobert, both elite centers in the NBA. Derrick Favors can start at center for any of the good teams in this league and start and be a positive contributor for him for whatever team. And so that's what's going to happen is I don't know what the Jazz do, because you've got Rudy Gobert locked up long term. You've got Derrick Favors, who is going to be free agent next season, hasn't signed with the Jazz. So there's just some big question marks. But what is really going on right now, whether the Jazz keep Derrick Favors just because of his high talent level, and that talent is just showing so well right now, or they trade him, we'll see. But what happens is what we've seen with Derrick Favors is just his trade value is so high. And if any teams had any questions about how good Derrick Favors could be as a starting center for them, he's answering them. All of that. All of the critics of Derrick Favors are being quieted right now. We're seeing Derrick Favors at his true position. There was a time where we kind of talked about Derrick Favors, because when Derrick Favors first started playing for the Utah Jazz, he kind of was that power forward spot. The game kind of got away from Derrick Favors, but in an interesting and kind of weird way, the game has kind of caught up to Derrick Favors, but as a center, because he's athletic, he finishes at the rim, he defends, he can actually he moves from side to side really well, guards perimeter players. Just fantastic. It's just fun to watch Derrick Favors back to himself after a year and a half of just seeing him just struggle with injuries. And so big props to the Jazz health team and Derrick Favors for his work to get healthy. It's just fun to see Derrick Favors healthy. He's so good and such a big part of this team getting wins lately, and especially in this 3-game win streak, it's just a big part. We mentioned him before, but another player making a big contribution to this team is Jonas Jerebko, who has been hitting threes. He hit that corner three multiple times tonight. At one point, he was leading the team in scoring until Derrick Favors went beast mode in the second half. But Jonas Jerebko, 15 points, 60% from the field, 3 for 4 from 3. 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 0 turnovers. That is incredible production from Jonas Jerebko. And I don't know if we can expect Jonas Jerebko to play that well, but these last few games, he has been so good. His ability to spread the floor, but not just that, but his dribble drive. I mean, he had 2 assists tonight. That's him diving into the lane and getting the ball to an open shooter or to Faves or whoever. I don't remember what those 2 assists were, but Jonas Jerebko has been just fantastic for the Jazz. I love his defense, his intensity. You can tell he's just a competitor, and that shot is going in. So he's got the talent. And if you can put Jonas Jerebko as a corner 3 shooter and he hits that with regularity like he did tonight, the Jazz become very, very difficult to guard. I mean, tonight the Jazz looked just so hard to defend because you had a stretch 4 who was hitting shots at will. You had Derrick Favors rolling to the rim and just finishing everything and punishing the defenders. You had, and that just makes it so much easier for the Jazz offense to score. Royce O'Neal hit some shots tonight. That was nice to see. Something to watch. I mean, Royce O'Neal might, if he can start hitting that 3 with regularity, he becomes a nice player. Also, we need to talk about it. Ricky Rubio played well for the Jazz tonight. Donovan Mitchell went down with foul trouble. Didn't go down. He just sat with foul trouble for a lot of this game. But Ricky Rubio was a positive impact on the game. He had 13 points, 5 for 10 from the field, 2 for 5 from 3. He had his 5 assists. It's just solid production from Ricky Rubio, and that's what you want. If he can shoot a positive, I mean, that's the first thought I had in this game is Ricky Rubio hit a couple threes. And if Ricky Rubio is hitting his shot with regularity and being an offensive threat, not just to pass the ball, but to hit shots, the Jazz become very, very good, very, very fast. And so just nice to see Ricky Rubio have a really nice game. He played really well. It's really nice. And then Donovan Mitchell showed out. He had that windmill dunk that was after the foul going to the rim, whatever. But just Donovan Mitchell just showing more and more how much of a star he is. He can score. He's becoming just a major offensive weapon for the Jazz that helps spread the floor. His shooting and his play has been a big part of giving spacing to Derrick Favors as well. And his passing, too. Donovan Mitchell tonight had 2 assists, but one of them was that beautiful assist to Derrick Favors where he shot fakes, blows by his defender, and then scoops it to Favors who finishes. I mean, that's there every game. His speed is impressive, and if his 3-point shot is going in, which it is with regularity now, he becomes so hard to guard on offense. And when he incorporates his passing, which is very, very good, his vision is getting better and better. He becomes such an elite offensive weapon. So exciting stuff from the Jazz tonight. And then just the defense locking down the Denver Nuggets. I think they scored 25 points in the second half. 25 points for the entire second half. Incredible defense with Rudy Gobert sitting. The final person that needs props from this game is Quinn Snyder. He is just coaching, just putting on a clinic as a coach right now. He is showing ways to score with a team that does not have an elite offensive, scoring champion. They are just finding ways to score and be efficient, and it's helping to have the space. It's kind of interesting to think what happens when you give Quinn Snyder spacing and good shooters and drivers. It's exciting stuff. Quinn Snyder is a treasure, and we're lucky to have him. Every game is interesting. The Jazz do interesting things on offense. They seem to have really kind of figured things out as a team. The offense just is flowing right now, and it's exciting to watch. So it'll be fun to watch these next few games. The Jazz kind of catch a break here. We're going to be able to play the Clippers soon with Blake Griffin hurt. We're going to be playing Oklahoma City 3 times this month. We just hope that their chemistry issues kind of keep going and benefit the Jazz with them having such kind of a hard time figuring things out. The Jazz are in a good space right now. They're playing great basketball. They can beat a lot of teams in the NBA now, and December is looking a lot easier for the Jazz. They can really win some games this month. Are we going to beat the Warriors? Probably not. Are we going to struggle against Houston and the Spurs? Also going to be tough. But if the Jazz can win some games this month that we didn't expect, the Jazz are going to be just fine. 10-11, 1 game under 500. There was like 3 games ago before the win streak, it was looking pretty bleak. All of a sudden, the Jazz look really, really good. All right, guys, make sure to like, subscribe. If you haven't, go to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and look up SLC Dunk and and become a follower. Like it. Make sure to go to SLC Punks on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to that. We were able to talk with Mark Kestisher from ESPN, who called the game tonight. He was great. He's just a great guy, and things are going really well with SLC Dunk, guys. I hope you're following along because things are just going to get better and better and better, just like the Jazz. All right, talk to you later.